The Lost Highway. It was a dark and stormy night when Rachel's car broke down on the deserted highway. She had been driving for hours, and the GPS had led her further and further away from civilization. As she stepped out of the car, the wind howled and the rain pounded against her skin. Rachel's phone had no signal, and she was alone. She began to walk down the highway, hoping to find a gas station or town. But the road seemed to stretch on forever, with nothing but darkness and trees on either side. As she walked, Rachel started to feel like she was being watched. She heard strange noises in the distance, the creaking of branches, the rustling of leaves. She quickened her pace, but the sound seemed to follow her. Suddenly, Rachel saw a light in the distance. She ran towards it, hoping it was a gas station or a house. But as she got closer, she realized it was an old, abandoned diner. The sign creaked in the wind, reading "Welcome to Eddie's." Rachel pushed open the door and stepped inside. The diner was dark and musty, with old booze and a counter, but it was dry and quiet, and Rachel felt a sense of relief wash over her. As she caught her breath, Rachel noticed something strange. There were plates of food on the tables, as if the diner had been abandoned in a hurry, and there was a cup of coffee on the counter, still steaming hot. Suddenly, Rachel heard a noise behind her. She turned to see a figure standing in the doorway, its face twisted in a grotesque grin. Rachel tried to scream, but her voice was frozen in her throat. The figure began to move towards her, its eyes fixed on Rachel. She tried to run, but her feet felt heavy, as if they were rooted to the spot. As the figure drew closer, Rachel saw there was a woman with long, curly hair and a white apron, but her face was twisted and distorted, her eyes black as coal. The woman's voice was low and raspy, and it sent shivers down Rachel's spine. "Welcome to Eddie's," she said, her eyes fixed on Rachel. "You're going to be here for a while." Rachel's mind went blank as the woman reached out and grabbed her arm. She tried to struggle, but the woman's grip was like a vice. As the woman dragged Rachel deeper into the diner, Rachel saw that the plates of food were not just random. They were all arranged in a specific pattern, and the cup of coffee on the counter had a message scrawled on the side, "You'll never leave." Rachel's screams were drowned out by the sound of the wind and the rain, and she was never seen again. The diner remained abandoned, a haunted monument to the horrors that lurked in the darkness. But some say that on stormy nights, you can still see Rachel's car on the side of the road, the headlights shining like two ghostly eyes. And if you listen closely, you can hear the sound of screams coming from the old diner, where the woman in the white apron still waits for her next victim. The end. I hope you enjoyed this scary horror story. Let me know if you'd like more.